Hey Hannah, this is Miss Morphew. I'm looking over at my second screen at your document and I'm pulling it right under my camera so it looks like I'm talking to you. As you take your recording on this, and you have to decide, will you have another person that you do their hair for them, or will you stop and start the video? You'll have to figure out all of that good stuff. I see you're going to use your phone to record and you've got different things that are your materials. I don't think there's a place where you actually said, oh yeah, you said gather materials is your first step. So you may want to show all the materials there. In fact, you even have a comment to show all the materials. You decide how you'll do that. Some people have an accompanying slide, or even I've seen storyboard kind of things where they hold things up and just say, this is what the materials are. You decide how this is going to go, but you've only got 4 to 6 minutes to make it appealing, and you're going to rock this. It's going to be so much fun. First of all, I have to tell you that my daughter made varsity when she was a freshman at her high school in Florida, and she knew how to do, I guess, was it the fishtail or something like that? And every game and every practice, all the girls, that was such a popular hairstyle. She would just always like whip everybody's hair into shape. So she was valued. Your story touched me to start with. You had yellow highlights, and I have taken your particular document and I have put green highlights on things I want to discuss with you. So download that and then we can chat from the top to the bottom. Some people say that for demo speeches, you want to use the useful sentence and actually tell people why it would be useful. So if you find a place you want to toss that in, that's cool. Tell them how to do it. Tell them, some people want to know how to do this and they had never seen it. So I love your personal credibility. I thought that was great. The one thing in the attention getter I have defined is you say Dutch braid, but attention getter is a great place to lay some common background, particularly for those who don't braid at all. So you could define Dutch braid in that spot. And later I noticed you mentioned French and you contrast them and you describe them a little differently. But I could totally see you holding up a couple of different pictures and the fishtail and the French and the Dutch and the this or that. If there's other ones that you could show those pictures to the camera, like this, or have it animated and come across your slide. I don't know what you want to do with that, but there you go. I'm going to suggest, and you don't have to take this, it's always speaker's prerogative for feedback. Will I take it? Will I adapt it? Will I use it or not? It's up to you. I'm going to say, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the preview, what if you just said it in 7 easy steps? Again, take it or leave it. To start off, that's a good transition. And I see that you've got, let's do number 1. Gather your materials and you're going to show everything. It's fine that you did wiki-how. I allow 1 wiki, and that's wiki-how one time for this speech. You probably heard that somewhere. I see you've got several other good ones, and I did make an inserted comment that you've done several planned citations where you said what the expertise was, what the authority was. So that's awesome. I hope that other people will watch this and get that. You do have the opportunity as you go along, because you probably had some experiences that, like when you said you were practicing and struggling and learning, maybe there's some examples and non-examples, some tips that you can provide, and those kinds of things will elevate the pathos and raise the interest of the audience, because that's cool. All right. When you get through with the whole braiding and you figured out how to secure it with hair ties, and maybe you hold up the hairspray and you little spritz because Gummerman, author who specializes in tutorials, says, give it a quick hairspray and you're good to go. Maybe you even say the name brand or not. Any of those little details, again, if it's within your 4 to 6 minutes, any of those little stories or details are fun. When you get to your conclusion, you do need to include in the restatement the idea that you've shown us how to do the Dutch braid. I see that you've got by sectioning your hair, weaving it under. That's so you've gone through, but maybe you can even put that 7 easy steps and then say by sectioning your hair. Perfect for any occasion. Love your closer because it echoes that the game when you did your own hair for the game. And I like that hopefully you'll be able to experience that pride too. So that was cool. Your works cited looks great. Thanks for your comment. Yes, it did not transfer. It was on page 3 instead of starting at page 4 by itself. Do you have a Chromebook? Sometimes they do things like that. I have gone on for almost 6 minutes, so I hope you had a great spring break and that you enjoy doing this video. I look forward to seeing it.